offense kind of going flat in that second half?
Yeah, I mean, I just, lack of ball movement with only 10 assists tonight, although Cal had 10 as well. I mean, some of the stuff we talked about in the summer, not having a true point guard to get us in and out of stuff. And then, I thought we took 3 questionable shots from 3. Although the Terrence Williams one on the ghost screen was what we wanted. He had a wide open look, and I thought he was playing really efficient. I thought we did a good job getting to our spots and getting him an open look. It didn't fall. And sometimes, when you don't guard in the first half, like our lack of defensive ability really hurt us in the first half, especially Blackshear. We changed how we were guarding him. We put St. Thomas on him. He did a much better job. But it's back-to-back games where a point guard is just absolutely – I mean, those are 2 of the best performances I've ever seen. And when it happens back-to-back games, it's on us. It's not just the opponent.
What went into 13 minutes left? You went no big at that point. Kept that going.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like we had any advantage going big. Josh scored a couple down low, but our pick and roll coverage was struggling. And I just felt like, for us, playing smaller would, and we're going to, we only have 3 bigs. And I thought we hung around enough on the glass to get an advantage at the other end.
What did you learn from a game like tonight?
A lot. I mean, I think, defensively, we have to improve in a lot of areas. I've never played zone defense. We worked on that a little bit this week. We ran it for a possession. They hit a 3. It's really hard to win at this level, if you struggle defensively. And obviously I've got to try to continue to tinker and find guys that have lateral mobility to keep the ball in front of them, as well as contesting and defending the 3. You got to do both. If you're, really good players can stop dribble drive and can stop the 3.
Coach, you didn't use Wesley down the stretch. What looked like you really need offensive scoring. What were you thinking?
He's still a young player who's developing and learning. I thought some of the decisions that happened both offensively and defensively, I wanted to go with the veteran guys.
What did you just make of your guys' defensive rebound down the stretch? It seemed like Cal was able to get some offensive rebounds. How can you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think they had 7 for the game, and I thought the crucial one was the long rebound. So when you go, I thought all the rebounds around the rim late in the game, and I haven't watched the film, obviously, but I thought we rebounded interior at the end, towards the end of the game, better than we did the whole game. But they got the long rebound, which you're not supposed to let happen if you go small, and we got out-reacted to it. And sometimes it's a bounce of the ball, and so if they were, killing us on the inside, interior offensive rebounding, we probably would have had to go big again.
You talked about it a little bit, but you guys have so much length. Is it quickness that's giving you a problem on the defensive end?
I think it's both. I mean, first half, the 3 ball, we didn't guard that, and then we struggled with blow-bys. And we don't, lack of shot blocking's which I knew as we put the roster together in a short amount of time. We knew that the shot blocking was going to be an issue, and then you've got to make a decision at the other end of the floor.
What's the just path forward to ultimately, stringing together a little bit more defensive momentum?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to. The only thing I know is just keep working at it. Keep talking about it, watch it. I mean, that's all. I got to think about the starting lineup. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that when a player's struggling, do you keep him in the lineup? How long do you wait to make a change? All those things are decisions that you've got to make as a coach and a coaching staff.
You have the saying, put an address on it. Are there any guys that you feel like you could be stepping up a little bit more defensively than they are?
Yeah, for sure. But I don't want to. We're 4 games into it or whatever. I don't want to call any of our players out individually. I mean, maybe in the NBA level you can, but I think right now we're still trying to learn each other, and you know, these guys are working, they're trying. I mean, we have really good practices, and everybody, you know, will say that, but I mean, I'll tell you when we don't. We have good practices. We just, yeah, there's some lack of lateral quickness that that's showing up. That's why sometimes they make threes, because we're too nervous to get too close because they're going to go by us, and then when we crowd them, guys are going around us. So huge concern, but you know, we got to try to figure it out. This is a tough loss for sure.
Coach Buzo is struggling offensively. Is your thought to continue to play him a lot, hope he can shoot his way out of it?
I mean, that was the thought tonight, you know, but like I said, I mean, we have to go back and at some point you got to try to make decisions with everybody, you know, on what you want to do moving forward.
Two more.
There's, I mean, a lot of negativity about talking right now. Is there anything that you saw during that game? You're like, all right, I kind of like that. Let's continue that down the stretch.
I mean, I think as a competitor, anytime you don't win, you know, you gotta, you know, you tend to think of things that, you know, I thought our effort was good. Getting back to the interior rebounding, I was pretty proud that there was a huge size advantage, and I thought our guys were down there scrapping and trying to get loose balls and deflections on anything around the rim, which was a little bit of a surprise. I thought we did, you know, played good post defense when they tried to punch it in there. There was one seal that they got a dunk, which, you know, that's gonna happen when you go small. But I thought we had good physicality down low at times.
Must say, obviously, you know, let guys put a lot of freedom, you know, offensively, ball handlers, that sort of thing. I think the last 30 seconds there chose not to use a couple, you know, timeouts. Was the thinking there to just kind of let them play and flow, try and get something?
Yeah, I mean, I think our thing is, you know, when we did have timeouts, I thought we executed pretty well. I'm still trying to get to know the team. And anybody that's followed our teams, whether it's an NCAA tournament game, I usually have faith that we've prepared properly for what happens late game. And I think one of our advantages is the preparation that we do prior to the game. But certainly that's been brought up before. Like I said, I thought the shot that T. Will got out of the flow, that might have been after a timeout too. But I thought we got pretty good shots other than a player called for the ball one time and it ended up being a turnover. That was you know, we had a guy begging for the ball and Saint threw the pass in that area, and that was a crucial turnover for us. So we got to address that and keep moving forward. Yep. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, I say we're just kind of out of sort, just kind of lost where we had to go, what spots we needed to go to. But I wouldn't say our problem is not scoring the ball. Our problem is just guarding the ball at the end of the day. Well, I think we proved multiple times throughout the season, through this 4 games, that we can score the ball. And I mean, 66 points is not bad, but can't give up 71 in a basketball game and expect to win the game. So just guarding the ball, I would say, to answer your question.
Yeah, you know, piggybacking off what Saint said, it's really just defense and guarding the ball. Like, we could all score the ball. You know, we all have our nights, but being able to stop the ball is key with what we're trying to do.
What do you guys think is important, you know, right now on that particular end? A couple games now, where you guys have looked a little bit out of sorts defensively at times. Just what isn't clicking in your assessment?
I think that's something that we're still trying to figure out. I mean, because it's not like we're not a team that doesn't play hard, and there's no guy out there that's like not in a puddle of sweat. So it's like, I mean, we're working hard. We're still trying to figure it out, and I think it's just a communication thing. We're all new, and we're all still trying to mold together. And this is how we figure out through games and not in practice. Because I mean, we see each other every day, and then we get to play against a new team finally, and I mean, this is probably the hardest team we played against all year, and the problem has just been defense.
I know it was an exhibition, but does that win over Gonzaga, does that give you confidence in these trying times that you can turn it around, or do you not even think about that exhibition?
I mean, it did give us confidence, but we didn't stick too long on it. We just try to move on and worry about the next game and who we're about to play.
Yeah, I know we talk about the exhibition game, but we still also gave up 90-some points to Gonzaga. So
Yeah.
even though we won that game, defense was still not there. So I would say defense still is the main goal here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys played as part of, no big kind of traditional lineup for the last 13 months.
Mhm.
How did you guys feel operating in terms of that closing the game? What's your confidence level in those situations kind of moving forward?
It felt good, honestly.
Yeah.
Like offensive wise, right when we went to it, we kind of got them. I know they went on a run. They was up 6, and then when we went small ball, we kind of came back and they couldn't handle it. But just like I said, the defensive side, we couldn't get a. They get downhill. If they miss the layup, they get the offensive rebound, and they're just a lot more physical than us.
Knowing that there isn't just a ton of natural shot blocking on this roster, Mus has addressed that. From a perimeter standpoint, what do you guys think kind of you can do better, needs to be cleaned up to eliminate some of those kind of driving lanes?
I think just stay connected, be more together. And the biggest thing that he mentioned earlier is just communication, talking when there's screens, talking off ball. Just communication and staying together will be key to how we'll win our games.
And I would say helping each other out. Just like we talk about the bottom of the eye, and when we get blown by, there's no other guy at the rim to even contest. So just helping each other out and shrinking the floor. Because, I mean, you look here, they had 10 assists. I mean, that's hard to win a game if you only pass the ball or only have 10 assists. And, I mean, we just did a poor job guarding the ball. That's it.
So you guys did only go 1 for 10 in the last 6 minutes on the field. How did that do anything different, or do you think you
I would say that we controlled our destiny
Yeah.
right there. And, I mean, they didn't switch up anything, and we missed horse shots. I mean, I think I shot a 3 with 22 in the shot clock, and probably wasn't the best shot. Kind of just, I mean, we were in bonus and just kept getting to the rim. But we took some I think we took 3 threes within that last 3-minute stretch, and we just got to do a better job of shot selection and getting downhill.
Two more.
After a game like that, is there anything that changes in your preparation, even personally, or as a team in practice when you're getting ready for the next game?
I think the preparation just keep these guys together. I mean, you see, we played our butts off out there. I mean, we only lost by it was a 5-point game with a good ACC team out there. So, I mean, just keep these guys connected in the locker room and tell them it's gonna be a long year. I mean, that's not the only team we're gonna face to try to get this place packed out. I mean, it was packed tonight, and I think we showed the fans something that we have energy. I mean, we might have failed them and lost, but hey, we're still here, and we still got something to prove.
In a room full of transfers and you guys kind of being first year all together, talk about the communication and wanting to build on that. How can you guys kind of do that on the court but also off the court as well?
I would say just make sure we're over communicative. Like we're all coming from different places, the different terminology, different tendencies, but just being over communicative, over talking will probably be the biggest key, on and off the court. So.
Thank you, gentlemen.
If I could just ask.
Yeah, he tried to.
One last one.
Yeah, he tried to. Yeah, go ahead.
You've been making a lot of three-point shots in the last few games. What's changed for you? Because you're not known as a three-point shooter.
Just staying consistent with my work every day. My form shooting routine. Just being consistent and staying disciplined on my form and my technique and my everyday work. So I would say that's the main piece of how I was hitting threes today. But yeah, just staying consistent with my everyday work, staying disciplined. I would say those are the few things.
Thank
Yep.
you, gentlemen.
Yep.